Sup guys, it's your boy Justin. So I'm reviewing season 1 of Ray Zero, starting life in another world. Ignore this. I watched the rest of the show online because I couldn't find part 2, which I got this show for Christmas like years ago, so I wasn't expecting to find it anyway. But yeah, I watched the rest of it online. Also, there's going to be a haul video as well. So this show was animated by Studio White Fox. I don't know what year this show came out. I'll put it in the title. But yeah, it's another isekai show where your main character Subaru, after going to a convenience store late at night, magically finds himself in a different world where every time he dies, he gets reset. He gets taken back in time to like a save point, basically like in a video game, because of course every isekai fantasy show has to have video game elements, because that's how most of the Japanese consume fantasy. Read more books, god damn it. But yeah, I think the show is also based off a light novel, I'm not sure. So yeah, basically Subaru gets taken to this magical world, meets this girl called Amelia, who's a half-elf spiritual arts user who has like a pet cat named Puck, who's actually a ferocious spirit, but just looks like a cute cat who can do magic. And after meeting her, he decides to do everything that he can to help her, because he basically falls in love with her because she was nice to him, right? So yeah, the main plot of the show is Subaru is stuck in this fantasy world and has to thinks, well, he doesn't know this, but it's obvious that he's meant to help Amelia become the next dragon priestess who's going to rule the kingdom, because the royal family is dead. So they're having basically this competition where nobles are sponsoring women to become the next dragon priestess, because there's a big dragon that's like the god slash protector of the realm. We never see the dragon. Or at least not in season 1. And most of the show is basically torture porn, because the character constantly dies. A lot of the time, he doesn't even know why he dies. Right, and there's also harem elements. By the way, Rem is obviously the best girl, but even though she's obviously the best girl, Subaru's a retard. It has a thing for Amelia for some reason, which Subaru, even though he's probably one of the most realistic otaku protagonists in one of these isekai shows, he's one of the worst. Probably for that reason, because he's a dumbass. He constantly speaks out of turn, he's super loud and obnoxious at times. Not as much as Ashta, like in Black Clover or Naruto, but yeah, it's just to the point where he said something really dumb, and he gets challenged to a duel by a knight, and he beats the fuck out of him. Oh, which that's part of the, no, well, that's not the torture porn part of it. It's that the character is constantly dies randomly, and usually gruesome deaths. And because of the witch's curse, which we find out later that they're the big bad of the show, which is nice that they actually have a big bad. That's not a fucking unnamed demon king. It's called the Witch of Envy, who obviously put a curse on Subaru, and obviously wants Subaru to help Amelia become the next sovereign. Which, they keep, even though Amelia has has a great resemblance to the Great Witch of Envy, Subaru is blind to the fact blind to the notion that okay, maybe she actually is like, uh, maybe she does have some like connection, which is pretty fucking obvious, right? Because like, why is he like? Because like, it's only like because it's all. I mean, to me, it's pretty fucking obvious that we're gonna find that out. But yeah, the main bad guys of the show are the Witch's Call, which they don't fucking introduce till like the second half of season 1, which was pretty. Which they're pretty cool villains. Though they're kind of like all act the same, but that you find out later they have like a hive mind thing going on with some of the members. So okay, that explains it. But yeah, the show, I would say the show is good, but it's like, yeah, the Subaru is kind of a weak MC protagonist, and like would have been nice if like they would like give him more powers or something. Like holy fuck. Because, like, early on in the show, he's shown to have, like, martial arts skills. He beats up 3 random thugs who tried to mug him. And he kind of holds his own against this female assassin called the Disemboweler. Or, I think that's what her nickname was. But, like, later on in the show, he has, like, no fighting skills, basically. They finally give him magic, but, like, he doesn't do nothing with it, even though probably what might have helped during the white whale arc, which is a demon beast that Subaru has to lead an army against so he can get help to Amelia so she can survive an assault by the witch's cult. But yeah, I don't know, the show, if I were to give the show a rating, because it does have this cool mystery aspect. But yeah, the protagonist kind of sucks. But besides from that, and the shitty fucking art style, 7 out of 10. Okay, now we're just gonna go through the haul. So I picked up. Yeah, I'm lazy because I was sick this weekend. So I'm combining the 2 videos. So yeah, I picked up volume 8 of Jujutsu Kaisen, forgetting that I don't have volume 7. I picked up season 1 of Goblin Slayer, which I've seen the show, but I haven't seen the show. Like with the English dub. So yeah, I thought I would check it out. And I did a review for the first book. If you guys want to watch that review. And yeah, I also picked up a new game this week, which is Monochrome Mobius, which comes with an actual art book, which is cool. Set in the Utah Ramono universe, which after playing the first 5 hours, it's clear that this character is a character from the PS Vita Utah Ramono games, Ashtar. And this obviously takes place before those games because his sister is younger. And yeah, it's basically samurai meets a girl in trouble and who has a connection to his long lost father, and he goes on this journey. Right? I've only played the first 5 hours, but already like the I've noticed some problems with the game. The NPCs all look the same, like, and they kind of have like no faces, if you know what I mean. So that like they put a lot of detail on certain character models, like the main characters, and like so I think some quest givers, but like a lot of the NPCs like don't have like no faces. There's also a skill point system, which you can break the game early on if you just specialize in in one like thing. Like I specialize on him with strength and fatality, and I'm basically one-shotting all the enemies, right? So it's like obviously they didn't put too much thought into that. But there's no reset, so if you fuck up the character build, you might fuck yourself. I don't know. The game seems easy at first, but yeah. But other than that, and the story starts off a little slow. But one thing that makes these games better than the Legend of Heroes games is that your character equips a new weapon, and it's a different model for the weapon. So it's like, wow. Even though like it's gonna be all katanas and shit, but yeah, like at first he has a normal katana, then the next weapon he has, it has like a flat blade. It's almost like a cleaver style katana, which was like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool. And last game I picked up was Sword Art Online Hollow Realization. I was gonna pick up the most recent one because it was like $30, but you know I heard I did some research online, said this is this game it takes place earlier on in the Sword Art Online series, so I'm like, you know, I'll start off earlier on. And like the new game, I don't know if I watched a review for it, I can't remember, but like they didn't mention, because like the Sword Art Online games I have, because I have Lost Song and I have Fatal Bullet, they put on the back virtual MMO, and the new one does not have virtual MMO in the on the back. So I'm like, is that one? Did they take out the virtual MMO shit? Because if they did, I'm not even gonna buy the new game, because I play these games for the virtual MMO experience, right? So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Peace.